Hi, I'm Mark Barry, former voice for the Campbell River Storm, counting down my top 10 moments since picking up the microphone back in the 2015 season. So far, we've talked about the COVID season, Teddy Bear Toss games, Carter Hikachi, Kobe Oishi, Gage Colpron, Aaron DeCook, and the 2017-2018 team. Before we resume the countdown, I remember something that Lee Stone said to me a couple of years ago. He was talking about his highlights, and as important as the championships are, he says equally important was getting that phone call from a player saying that he had gone up to the next level, or he had signed with a really good university, or he was playing overseas hockey. Those were what really counted, and I totally get that. For me, knowing that Campbell River is just a stop on these players' journeys is pretty incredible. Whether it's Josh Peterson having a strong career with perennial powerhouses in the American Collegiate Hockey Association, Minot State Beavers, or it's Gavin Rouser moving on to the Powell River Kings where he was captain, and then on to the VIU Mariners where he captained that team to their first ever BCIHL championship. Ethan Matcham going to Sollefteå in Sweden, Division II. Or even earlier this year, back in February, watching Riley Langell win gold at the World Division IIIs for Team Australia. Okay, let's get back to the countdown. At number 4, I believe had COVID not been a factor, the Storm would have never had an opportunity to sign a player as good as Carter DeBoer. In the last almost full season before the pandemic, he was playing U18 AA with his hometown Tabor Golden Suns and averaging a point per game. In the COVID year, he moved up to AAA Lethbridge and played just 5 games because of the pandemic, scoring twice. I believe that year was his turnaround year. Lee Stone signed him in May 2021 and made it clear in the press release that he felt that Carter would produce in year 1. In his first 10 regular games with the Campbell River Storm, number 91 put up 11 goals. 11 goals in his first 10 games as a rookie. And in his 20 year, in his last 10 regular season games, he put up 13. His best being his last one.
Can they get him on the counter? It's a 2-on-1. That's Fournier with it. Fournier, good defensive play by Bevan. Here's a chance shot. What a goal! And there it is, the single season. 51 goals on the regular season. He is tied for first with the great Jason Jakes.
I mean, we're running out of stats to describe how fantastic, how dominant Carter DeBoer has been this season.
He put up more than 30 goals in each of his 3 seasons. Power forward is a term that's used a lot. Carter's that, but he's more than that. He's agile, he's smart, he plays both sides of the puck. How many times have we seen him come out of the corner with players draped all over him, make a couple of nifty moves, and put the puck in the back of the net? One of the things that I noticed going over a lot of video for Carter DeBoer in the past week or so was just how many goals he scored on the backhand. I don't know if there's any other player in Storm history that scored as many backhanded goals as Carter DeBoer. Let's talk about his achievements. 198 points in 132 games. Number 5 in all-time points. Number 2 in single-season points for the Storm. He's number 7 in games played. He's number 2 in career goals with 114. His 99 points this season was tops in the VIJHL, and his 51 goals has him one of only 2 Storm players to get 50 or more goals in a season. He's tied with Jason Jakes. Still have to say, goal number 52 against Vic should have counted, but that's just me being me. What a career, though, for Carter DeBoer. After junior hockey, Carter's plans are to work and play beer league hockey. We'll see. Hey, Cookie, Fort McLeod could probably use another skilled forward who could put the puck in the net. Just saying. At number 3.
Harvey, center of the ice, goes off of Adams. Good block by Adams, and Harvey has to go back and retrieve the puck. 1:37 left in the power play. Sheldon Brett with the puck in his own zone. Gets it to Colin Blake. Colin Blake crosses the line. Colin Blake goes to open ice. Colin Blake to Britt. Shot. Scores! That's it! Colin Blake has done it! Colin Blake is now the all-time points leader for the Campbell River Storm on a goal from Sheldon Brett. Colin Blake in the Storm history books. Wow! Who thought when that 16-year-old reported to training camp in 2012 that he would be going into the Storm history book? Lee Stone tells his story that when Colin Blake, this was before even Lee Stone was on the scene, but the ladies at the registration booth, when Colin Blake went up for training camp, they asked if he was there to see his big brother. Talking with number 88, Colin Blake, following a 5-1 victory and a very important date in Campbell River Storm history. Colin Blake breaking the all-time Storm scoring record. He's now at 267. Colin, how does it feel to finally break that record?
It's finally off my back. I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's surreal. I said that earlier in the year that I didn't think I'd actually do it ever, but here it is, and I'm just, it's an honor.
He played 4.5 seasons with the Campbell River Storm. Number 88, Colin Blake. 269 points in 190 games, 100 goals. Only 5 Storm players have done that, 169 assists. When you think of Colin Blake's junior hockey career, you're really thinking about 2 different careers. One before being traded to Sicamous and one after coming back from Sicamous. Lee Stone jokingly says, "I'm the guy that traded Colin Blake away." Well, Lee Stone was also the guy that brought Colin Blake back. Before Colin Blake went to Sicamous, he was a decent player, 0.75 points per game, scrappy, took a lot of needless penalties, little lost, I thought, at times. When he came back from Sicamous in that 14-15 season, he was a different player. He was teamed up with Tyler Welsh, a rookie, and the two of them had to decide who was going to put the puck in the back of the net. They were both playmakers. Should talk a little bit about Tyler Welsh. Tyler Welsh played 1 season with the Campbell River Storm, the Western Canadian Championship season. He was a playmaker. He went on to a brilliant career in the BCHL, NCAA Div 1 with Yale. He's currently playing in Europe in the EIHL, which is in the UK, playing with the Nottingham Panthers. As a matter of fact, last weekend he picked up an assist in a 3-2 shootout loss to first place Sheffield. But that partnership between Blake and Welsh was something else. Blake had 77 points that season and was prominent in the regular season, the playoffs, the Cyclone Taylor Cup, and certainly had a hand to play in the Storm winning the Western Canadians. My favorite season, though, is his 20-year. He was a fan favorite. The fans loved Colin Blake. Colin Blake wasn't a guy that talked a lot, so getting interviews from Colin was kind of like pulling teeth, but what a season he had, and it was impressive to watch. I actually saw for the first time in my broadcast career somebody who was having the game slow down for him. The game slowed down for Colin Blake. He was able to make some incredible plays. He was able to see things before they happened. And that goal for his record is perfect example of it, how he spotted Brett going to the net. I feel very privileged to have been able to watch Colin Blake play on a regular basis. Coming up tomorrow, our final installment on my top 10 moments as we count number 2 and number 1. I don't think number 1 is going to surprise you, but number 2 might. Find out tomorrow.